What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is going to be an update on Project SPL. So the first big update we're going to do is, bam, we got some wheels. Bling, bling, bitches, 26s. The second update we're going to do is, yeah, we're doing some cutting. Good. So this is where we're at right now, getting the rear floor cut out and starting to hack into the frame a little bit. Stay tuned. All right, guys, so here's where we're at. We got it jacked up in the air. What do you think of our jack stands? These are some of the old octagon tubes from the Terra. So if you ever wonder how strong they are, they're holding this whole blazer up off the ground right now. So we got the whole thing off the ground. Now it's time to get in. Oh, let me show you. So we got us an extra cross member here and here welded in place to help hold everything together. We're gonna get in, bust the rear leaf springs loose, bust the gas tank loose, and then we're gonna start cutting and getting some stuff out of the way. Stay tuned. So, all right, guys, the truck's in the air, the gas tank is out. We got it sitting over there on the forklift, and it's time to get this frame cut. We're already started. Get this thing out of here. See, we already got a big cut on this side. Getting this side going, it's all just gonna fall out. Everything is loose. Trying to keep this brake cable out the way.
There's the truck.
That's it. We are loose. Oh, something. I think it's the shock mount back there is grabbing. No?
Definitely. Something's catching it.
Watch your wires. Ah! Here, I can get it. Watch the wires. Get them to the outside over there. Unless that's just kind of how it moved and... Oh, yep. There we go. Oh, they're good. Drag it on out. There we go. Look at that. We don't need none of that stuff. There's SPL.
The SPL.
Oh, bam.
Look at all that room for activities.
Yep. Wide open. So let's get in here from the front. Oh, yeah. Feel like our tires are on the ground, huh?
Yeah.
We're gonna have to jack this thing up in the air some more.
Uh-huh.
That's gonna be one of our next steps.
4 to 6 inches we gotta go up.
Oh yeah. We're gonna have to get this body up in the air some more, get that axle down lower. All right, that's our next step. Stay tuned, guys. So this is the lift we're considering to get over these 26-inch wheels. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Is this enough lift? Stay tuned. All right, guys, here's where we're at. Let's open it up. Ugh. So you can see we got some deadener on the floor. We got some deadener on the roof. The whole back end of the truck is cut out. We got it jacked up in the air. I'm gonna get the wheels pulled off so those won't be in our way once we start building. Here you can see the frame, the rear frame section that we removed. So let me tell you what next step of the plan is. We are going to build a whole new frame. So essentially where our frame stops here, we're going to clean this up, trim it up a little bit. We're going to get some C-channel, picking that up tomorrow. We're going to slide that in, build us a whole new frame coming back. So instead of this frame curving up like the last one did, so I had those curves in it, we're going to build an all new straight frame all the way back. Once we get that new frame in, get it boxed all the way around, work on getting the suspension fastened back up, get basically do some kind of what I'll call bump stops right now. But yeah, get the suspension fastened back up, get some bump stops on it, get that suspension located where we need it. And after that, then the fun begins. We can get in here and start on the enclosure. Now, in case I haven't mentioned yet, I don't know if I have, why we're doing this. So here's the biggest reason why. And I'm gonna go around up here. So I wanted this floor completely flat all the way back. So yeah, that's our goal. So where the frame came up, you know, I was only going to gain about 5 inches or so, cutting just the sheet metal out. I said, that's not enough. I want this whole thing flat all the way back to the back of the truck. So we had to remove the frame. Frame's out, new flat frame's going to come in. Then the suspension, we're going to do a flat wood floor all the way back to start the bottom of our enclosure, then start building that up. Oh, hold on, compressor. Be right back. All right, we're back. So yeah, we want the floor completely flat. Get our flat floor in here. The sides, I'm trying to get as square as possible, build it out as far as possible. And that's how we're going to start off next. Get the floor built, start squaring up our sides. Basically, we're going to build a shell in here as big as what we can possibly build it. And in order to do that, that floor had to go. So once we start getting the shell started out, build it as big as possible, then we'll kind of shrink it in, build it out, so to speak. And anyway, hang tight. More to come this week. All right, guys, we're back, and this is where we're at. So you can see the new frame getting extended, going all the way back here. No more curve coming up over the axle. No more curve going out around the gas tank or nothing. Getting this all nice and flat just the way we want. We're calling it quits for the day, but we still got a piece of steel to box in the back end. And then basically the frame's going to be done. We're going to do some stops up here, straight down to the axle, get this position where we need to, get that fixed in, welded solid. We are doing a solid suspension. The leaf springs are going to stay, but they will be here just for the purpose of locating the axle side to side so it doesn't shift or walk on us. And yeah, let me grab this wood. I got a piece of wood cut back there, slide it in here, give you all a little preview of what the floor is going to look like. All right, so here you go. Got the first piece of wood that's going to be mounted to the floor. It's in. Let y'all see what that looks like. Nice and flat, just the way we want it. Give us a bunch of room. Ton of height back here now. Don't have to worry about the wheel wells. Got them cut off, smooth and flat. Still got to do some trimming back there where the gas filler neck is. We're gonna get that trimmed off. Still got a little bit of trimming on the very back to get that squared off. So yeah, bunch of room. Basically gonna get in here, build a shell as big as possible, and then shrink it down from there to the exact size we need. The wall obviously won't go all the way to the back of the truck. So we'll walk around here. So the wall won't come all the way to the back. It's gonna stop probably right just a little bit past halfway of the fender well is where the wall's gonna stop. So all the area that's left here where we got the drop down, this is where I'm gonna countersink the cap banks. It's gonna be doing a big bank of super caps in here. Again, this area is gonna finish getting trimmed off, get this squared off. All the cap banks are gonna sit down on that. So not only will that be the floor of the wall getting built, but it will also be the floor to hold the electrical. So the cap banks will all be recessed down in here. Then starting at this floor and building up, we're gonna do an amp rack. So basically, starting at this floor, we'll build an amp rack, build it straight up, which is part of the reason the wall can't come all the way to the back. I wish I could use every bit of space I had, but got to get the amps, the electrical wiring, got to get all that stuff back here. So just picture when this tailgate drops, that all right here is just going to be a big stack of amps just laid out all nice and clean. But that's it. We're going to kind of end it there, guys. So stay tuned. Got some more work to do on the back of the frame. We're going to finish boxing that in. Got to get the suspension set up where it's just still hanging right now. I got some parts on order for the front end. We're going to do a lift up here. Get this down pretty much. Old doors. Pretty much as high as you see it right now is as high as it's going to stay. So I'm right at 6 foot tall. You see how much taller this thing is than me for being a S10 Blazer. But this gives you a good look here when the wood floor starts, the gap that we're going to have from there to the tires. I'm probably going to tighten this up just a little bit too. But other than that, yeah, because our tires are on the ground, we're going to get that axle located vertically to match up. We're going to have just a little bit of clearance here, so that'll shrink up a little bit. But everything, when you look in these fenders, all this will be squared off. I'm going to get in there and do something to pretty up, make it look good. But yeah, that's it for this week's update. Let's see, finish off the frame, suspension, front suspension. Still got a little more sounding to do. You notice none of the doors have been sound deadened or any of that yet. We haven't gotten there. I'm going all out. Going to pull the doors completely off the truck. We're going to pull them off, get them laid down on a table to really work on them right when we get there. But that'll be in a later update. Yeah, I guess after we get all this framing done, it's time we can start putting wood in, start getting the floor down, start getting the shell built. So stay tuned. More episodes to come. I'm going to try and do an update once a week as we get it built. So keep in mind, if you like what we're doing, click that thumbs up button, give us a like, subscribe, share, and until next time, guys, we'll see y'all then.